Hello, welcome to the Mark Janard Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, let's talk about the Quansheng. Yeah, you guys are probably gonna have an issue with how I say it. The Quansheng UVK58. Hackers love this radio signal. So I'm gonna talk about why they like it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So the Quansheng UVK58 is a versatile dual band walkie-talkie radio with some unique features and capabilities. What are those? You have the frequency range, right? It can receive a wide range of frequencies from 50 to 100 megahertz, covering VHF and UHF bands. However, its transmit capabilities are more limited, primarily functioning on VHF and UHF amateur radio bands. You have the power output. This radio has a maximum power output of 5W. Features: it includes functions like FM radio reception, NOAA weather alerts, and DTMF, the dual tone multi-frequency capability. The battery: this device comes with a 1600 mAh rechargeable battery. Charging: it uses USB-C for charging, which is a modern and convenient feature, right? And then there's the build quality. The radio has an IP45 water resistance rating, offering some protection against water and dust. Firmware modification: one of the most interesting aspects of the UVK58 is its potential for modification. Some users have reported success in expanding its capabilities through custom firmware. This has allowed for improved reception and even limited transmission on frequencies outside its original design, such as CB radio bands. Reception capabilities: with modified firmware, some users report being able to receive SSB, which is the single side band signals from long distances. You have the transmission limitations. While it can receive a wide range of frequencies, its transmission capabilities are more limited. For example, on CB radio frequencies around 27 megahertz, it can only transmit at very low power levels, making it impractical for actual CB use. It's important to note that modifying the radio or using it outside its intended frequency ranges may be illegal in many jurisdictions. Users should be aware of and comply with local regulations regarding radio use and transmission. The Quansheng UVK58 can be updated with custom firmware that significantly expands its capabilities. So, new firmware like FAG-CHI Mod V1 2.1 B6 Regs Bin, Peter put that on the screen, enables the radio to transmit and receive SSB, single sideband FM and AM modulation across a wide frequency range of 18 megahertz to 900 megahertz. This greatly enhances the UVK58's versatility for amateur radio use. The custom firmware allows adjusting various settings like battery icons, font, microphone gain, and extending the frequency range even further to 1300 megahertz. Users can personalize the radio to their preferences, so firmware mods have unlocked the ability to transmit on the 220 megahertz band and other frequencies outside the stock configuration. However, using the radio on unauthorized frequencies may violate local regulations. Browser-based flashing tools like Web Serial make it easier than ever to install custom firmware on the UVK58. This democratizes the modding process and encourages participation from a broader range of users. Quansheng has released official firmware updates that fix bugs and add minor improvements. Updating to the latest official firmware is recommended to ensure optimal performance and stability. So, in summary, the UVK58 has a vibrant modding community that has developed custom firmware to transform it into a highly capable and versatile amateur radio transceiver. However, users should be mindful of legal compliance when making modifications. So, the Quansheng UVK58 radio is particularly appealing to hackers for several key reasons. A wide frequency range, right? The UVK58 uses the Beken 4819 RF chip, which covers an extremely wide frequency range from 18 megahertz to 1200 megahertz. This allows the radio to be programmed with custom firmware that can access a huge variety of frequencies, including amateur radio bands, shortwave, and even the FM broadcast band. There is the hackable firmware. Unlike some other radios, the UVK58's firmware is stored in flash memory rather than read-only memory. This makes it possible to rewrite the same firmware using the same USB programming USB programming cable used to assign frequencies. The hackable design has enabled many improvements and modifications to the radio through custom firmwares. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. So expanded capabilities, right? Custom firmwares like the open spectrum firmware allow the UVK58 to transmit and receive signals across a huge range of frequencies that go far beyond the manufacturer's original intent. This makes the radio extremely versatile for experimentation and hacking. Low cost and accessibility, right? The UVK58 is a relatively inexpensive and widely available radio, especially compared to higher end models. Its low barrier to entry allows many hobbyists and hackers to obtain and modify the device. Hackers love the potential for misuse in this device. Hacked UVK58 radios have been used in attempts to gain unauthorized access to vehicles by intercepting key fob signals, though would be highly illegal. The radio's technical capabilities make it attractive to both legitimate users and those with malicious intent. So, in summary, the Quansheng UVK58's combination of wide frequency coverage, hackable firmware, low cost, and expanded capabilities make it a very appealing device for radio enthusiasts looking to experiment and push the boundaries of what a handheld radio can do. However, this also raises concerns about potential misuse of the radio's capabilities. So, there are a few risks to be aware of when using custom firmware on the Quansheng UVK58 radio. There's the potential for interference. The UVK58 can be programmed with firmware that allows transmitting across a very wide range of frequencies, including some that could potentially interfere with other communications like emergency services or aviation. This could be illegal and dangerous if not handled responsibly. Then there's the aspect of voiding warranty. Installing custom firmware will likely void the radio's warranty. If any issues arise, the manufacturer may refuse to repair or replace the device, bricking the radio. Improperly flashing firmware can brick, quote unquote, the radio, rendering it unusable. Precautions must be taken to avoid this. Legality concerns, we don't like that, right? In many areas, transmitting on unauthorized frequencies or without a proper license is illegal. Using custom firmware to do so could lead to fines and other penalties, serious penalties. Potential for misuse, the UVK58's expanded capabilities make it attractive to hobbyists, but also raise concerns about potential misuse by those with malicious intent. For example, hacked UVK58s have been used in attempts remember that, I don't want to say anything, guys, but Tesla, but that's all I'm going to say. So, lack of support, right? Custom firmwares are not officially supported. If issues arise, the user is on their own for troubleshooting and support. While custom firmware greatly expands the UVK58's capabilities, it's crucial to use it responsibly. Right? Use it responsibly, legally, and with the appropriate precautions. Improper use could lead to interference, legal issues, or even damage the radio itself. Thorough research and caution is advised before flashing any custom firmware. So here are some steps that you can take to protect against issues with the Quansheng UV58. You can, use a modded firmware that disables TX capabilities if you only plan to use the radio for receive-only purposes. This prevents accidentally transmitting on unauthorized frequencies. You can upgrade the stock antenna to a better aftermarket model like the Nagoya NA771. The stock antenna is poor quality and an upgrade will significantly improve reception. Be careful when programming the radio using a computer cable. Make sure to fully insert the cable connector into the radio's port. If the cable is not seated properly, it may not communicate with the programming software. Consider getting a radio designed for your specific region. Radios sold in different countries may have different pre-programmed channels and settings. Buying one made for area ensures it's optimized for your needs out of the box. And familiarize yourself with the radio's menu system and key combinations, right? The UVK58 operates a bit differently than some other models. Learning how to change frequencies, save memories, and access settings will help you use it effectively. So by following these tips, you can safely and effectively use the Quansheng UVK58 without, avoiding the common pitfalls. That's what I have for you today. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe. See you on the next video.